Hey guys, and welcome to Heartbeat Warriors Forum, where we hope to provide practical information for daily application and we hope to inspire motivation here on this channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. We're so glad to see you. For everyone else who is a frequent flyer here, welcome to 2020. This is the first vid that I've put up for this year. I really am sorry for not getting it in earlier. I've been trying to find the perfect thing to kind of bring 2020 in on. I know that it's really not that important, but for me, I wanted to make sure that I set the tone for this year. So here's the deal. The Tribe of Five is always going to be around, so expect to see them bobbing all through the videos. Maybe not this one because I have the camera positioned in such a way where it's going to actually show, a higher angle, so you may not see them. But they're always going to be here, so you can always expect them. Also, I'm also going to drop the video that I usually do to advertise my husband's channel, which is Plant-Based Homestead Prepper. When you're done here, you can always pop over there at the end instead of at the beginning. Typically, I do it at the beginning because he says, "Welcome to Heartbeat Warriors Forum." But what I'm going to have him do is re-record a brand new ad for this year for basically the outro instead of using it towards the beginning. So this will be the last video where we check in with him prior to getting started with the message. So let's just go ahead and do that right now and go ahead and check in with my husband on his Plant-Based Homestead Prepper channel so that he can give us all the free advertising we need.
Hey everybody, welcome to Heartbeat Warrior Forum. I have Jennifer right here with me. Isn't it amazing how she's doing a video, but she's right here with me? So what I want you guys to do, come check out Plant-Based Homestead Prepper when you finish. Keep watching Heartbeat Warrior Forum, but subscribe to
both channels. Alrighty, and there's that. So welcome back to Heartbeat Warriors Forum. Today, with the first video of 2020, again, welcome back for everyone who is normally here, and hello to all of our brand new family members. Please remember that if there's something in this video that you get that's perfect for your life or that you would love to share with someone else, go ahead and hit that like button, share, comment below if there's something you want me to know. I take pride in making sure that I respond to every comment on every video. And then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can make sure that you get notifications for all the different videos that we put up. Ring that bell and you can get all or you can get customized. Totally up to you. Now, so today, guys, at HeartSpeak, where all we're looking to do is try to give you some information that's going to help you in your daily routine and be good about inspiring you to kind of look at your life from a different perspective. Here's what we're talking about today. Are you ready? We're talking about competition, healthy versus unhealthy. Here's the deal. Even with YouTube, we're all in competition with each other. So we're going to talk about social media. I don't want any of you guys to get offended because here's the business. I'm not in competition with you. I just want to be on the same platform with you. So when we're talking about competition, we'll talk about it in two different ways. We'll talk about how it's helpful and we'll talk about how it's harmful. So let's start with one of the things that we usually don't see in the mindset of competition, but jobs. Most people are always bragging about how much they make, what their title is, what position they occupy. So here's the deal with jobs. Everybody needs one. Everybody has to have a way to make money to support their lifestyle, whatever it is. And a lot of us don't realize that even with people who make a lot of money, they may have quite a bit of expense as well. So even though you think that they have this big job with this big salary, they could be kind of living cash poor the same way you are, living check to check. If you have that menial job that doesn't actually help you make ends meet and you have to have more than one. Neither one of those is more noble than the other. I know people who are cafeteria workers, who are janitors, who are mechanics, who have just enough money to pay all their bills for the month, to put food in their kids' mouths and stock their refrigerator, to buy a pizza on every Friday so that they can have a break from cooking, and they are happy. They are so satisfied with their life, and they may only be saving $100 or $200 a month if they're saving that. Maybe they're only saving $25 every single month, but they're doing something to put away for rainy day, for vacation, for whatever. I also know people who make quite a bit of money, who live in big houses, who drive fancy cars, and guess what? they're not as happy as some of the people who don't have the abundance, who don't have the overage. So it's not about what job you have. It's not about what salary you have. It's about what you do with the things that you do have and how you kind of appreciate or apply your contentment to those things. Now, don't get me wrong. I want you to be ambitious. I want you to be goal oriented. I want you to have things that you want, and I want you to have something that drives you to have more than what you have in front of you if you haven't hit that dream life yet. If you're here today and you have not hit your final resting place on the dream that you've had for your entire life, then continue to be ambitious, continue to be goal oriented, but compete with yourself. Don't compete with other people. Don't compete with their lifestyle. Don't try keeping up with the Joneses. It's not who you should be trying to keep up with. You should be trying to keep up with yourself. You should be chasing down your dreams for just you. You shouldn't be looking at what somebody else is dreaming about and somebody else wants, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they gave up to get what they have. So that said, don't run around competing in jobs. Don't compete in lifestyle. Don't compete in wealth. Look at your life and compete with yourself when it comes to that. The other thing that people, this is kind of a pet peeve for me these days, especially with children, and this might step on a few toes for our parents that are on the channel, but games. Listen, when you cheer for a team that you don't play for professionally, NBA, NFL, NHL, whatever it is, please don't get mad at me if I'm a fan of the same team that you are, but I don't have the same emotions that you do, because I'm not in competition with how much I support. I'm not a diehard fan for anyone, because to me, everybody in professional sports is a winner, because everybody walks off getting the paycheck that they agreed to. They agreed to play X many games every single year for X amount of dollars. They're doing the same thing I'm doing on my job. They're trading their hours for their dollars. Same way. So to me, it's not a big deal. For the other side of it is playing, when you actually play sports. Now listen, for you grown people out there, you know that there's a winner and there's a loser. But a lot of the times, and this is like one of my really, really big pet peeves for children these days, they do all this participation awards. Everybody's a winner. There's no loser. I can understand how that is supposed to build self-esteem and keep kids from feeling bad about themselves. But I also understand how that does not prepare people for the world, because in the real world, there is competition. In the real world, somebody does win, somebody does lose. When you're talking about going up for a promotion, there's 50 people who applied, only one person gets the position, which means there's one winner of that position and 49 losers. Not 49 people who participated in the interview and got a 25-cent raise because they participated. They didn't get the job, they lost. So anyway, but in that sense, games are really good competition for people, whether they are adults, whether they're children. They teach discipline. So that type of competition is extremely healthy. It teaches discipline. It teaches teamwork. It teaches cooperation and friendly rivalry. It teaches all kinds of things. And I think that that's a great way for us to kind of dig our heels into who we are as people and figure out the things that we like, we don't like, where our boundaries are, all kinds of stuff. So for games, absolutely. Participate, play, cheer for them. Be those people who participate and compete. That's really a healthy way to express our, not our latent aggression, because all people have it, but, but for us to kind of express our desire to be the best. And that's really what competition is made for. It's made for helping people see how far they will push themselves, what limits they will go past, just to be the best at something that they have a passion for. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about as far as competition is concerned is relationships. Stop trying to be little Bobby, little Susie, Joe and Mary. Like, don't compare your relationship to someone else. Do not do that whole, he loves me because he brings me flowers just like Mary's husband, or she loves me not because she refuses to buy me that new razor that I like. Listen, don't compare what someone else's spouse or someone else's significant other, life partner, whatever it is, does for them as a measuring stick for your own relationship. Do not let the world into your relationship. Do not compete there. To me, that is extremely harmful. incredibly unhealthy because you find yourself comparing your situation that does not look like someone else's situation, and you could be squandering away the time and the quality and the impactfulness that your own relationship would be having on you, trying to make it someone else's relationship. So do not do it. It's not for me to say what your relationship should look like. And I definitely don't want you thinking to yourself, oh my God, Jennifer and Roderick, they're so perfect, they're so wonderful, I love them so much, and trying to make a comparison from our relationship and how we appear outwardly to the relationship that you have at home. Because I will tell you, there are times when I want to push Roderick down a flight of steps. He's lucky we don't have stairs. And you should understand that there's always more underneath. There's always way more underneath the surface than there is that's being presented to the world when it comes to relationships. So do not measure your life's relationships and the ones that are the most important to you to someone else. And that's not just your love relationships, that's your family, that's your friends. Make sure that that is something that you hold sacred to yourself, and that the only thing that you're comparing it to is your inner expectations, what you expect of yourself and the people that you associate yourself with and the people that you choose to spend your time with. Because one thing that I have come to realize is that the only thing that I can never make any more of in this entire world is my time. So who I give it to and who I spend it with is incredibly important, and I don't want to waste it measuring it against something else, wishing that it was something else. Okay, so now moving on from that one, another one that I wanted to talk to you guys about is beauty, and fashion and mainstream and what's popular. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I think that a lot of us spend quite a bit of time trying to make ourselves look like the typical beautiful celebrity, or what we see as the standard of beauty, the American standard of beauty that we see on TV or in magazines or in movies. And here's the deal. Every single one of you are beautiful. You don't ever have to put on a stitch of makeup. You don't ever have to comb your hair. You don't ever have to, I would like it if you brushed your teeth, but you don't even have to brush your teeth. You don't have to wear the most fashionable clothes. You don't have to have the most trendy shoes. You don't have to have the Victoria's Secret underwear and bra set where the colors match. You don't even have to have, the most fancy boxers or briefs, whatever it is. You don't have to have those things to be an amazing person, because true beauty, listen to me carefully, and I know this may sound cliche, but I want you to understand it, and I want you to understand me clearly. True beauty comes from within. If you are a beautiful person on the inside, it doesn't matter what's going on your skin, because some of the most beautiful people on the outside are horrible people. The people who spend the time in front of the mirror, that spend an hour doing their makeup, another hour doing their hair, who make sure that they have the most expensive shoes, that wear the most fashionable clothes, the ones that, have 1,000 or so Instagram followers and YouTube subscribers, and the ones that get 1 million likes, or they have a viral video that has 3 million views on it. Whatever it is that people have that they think makes them so amazing and so wonderful, a lot of those people are broken people. A lot of those people are searching for that outward approval and that outward praise, because they don't know how to give it to themselves on the inside. They don't know how to say to themselves that they're completely perfect the way that they are. They're not settled in who they are, so they're trying to be what everyone else expects of them. They're trying to be what everyone else wants them to be. So here's the deal. For you and I want you to understand that when you're here, I don't expect you to be anybody but you. I want you to say the things and believe the things and hear the things and do the things that speak to who you are on the inside. Because I'm not talking to the person that's on the outside. I don't care if you see that I have breakouts on my face sometimes. I don't care if you see that I don't always do my hair. I did pull it up for the video because it was looking terrible. But that's because I wanted to do that, not because I would have been upset if someone had commented on the video that I should have done something with my hair. Because here at Heart Speak, We are real people. And that's all I want you to understand. We are very real people, and we will never be anything else but that right here on this channel. And I love you just the way you are. It doesn't matter how many followers you have on your YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million friends on Facebook. I don't care. I love you just the way you are. You are worth everything to me. Just because you're alive and breathing, your worth is not based on what your social media reflects. Most of the people who put things up on social media, let me tell you something, those are not happy people. Those people are depressed people. Those people are putting up pictures because they want people to say things like, oh my God, I wish I had your life. Oh my God, I wish I was there. Oh my God, you guys look like you're having such fun. And a lot of those things are not true at all. They are done just so that they can get the praise from the social media, not because they derive any real pleasure from it. Spend your time in the real world deriving pleasure from the real world. Embrace every wrinkle, every scar, every out of place hair. Embrace every fat roll. Embrace every cellulite dip. Whatever it is, you're perfect because you're inside. It doesn't matter what's on the outside. And I know that I know that this sounds so cliche, and I'm so sorry for sounding that way, but I want you to understand that. I want you to literally get that in if you got nothing else in here, because I don't want you to compete with the person next to you thinking that, oh my God, I wish I had her skin. I wish I had her hair. I wish I had his muscles. I wish I had his girlfriend. I wish I was tall like him and could play basketball. I wish I had rhythm and could dance like her. Don't do that to yourself. We tend to pick out the worst things about ourselves and then compare them to the very best that we see in someone else. Stop doing it to yourself. Don't do it in 2020. And that's why I wanted to start this video with this message, because I want us to go forward into 2020 and into infinity with one concept in mind, that we are enough. We are enough for this world just the way we are. We don't have to change. We don't have to be like him. We don't have to be like her. We are good enough just the way we are. Okay? So concentrate on good competition, not covetousness. And that's the difference. Don't compete with people because you wish you had what they had. Don't compete with people because you wish you were who they were, that you look like what they look like. Compete with yourself, because when you compete with other people wishing that you had the things that they have, you are coveting those things, and that's not healthy. But if you're competing with yourself because you have ambition, you have dreams, you have goals, you have drive, that's good, healthy competition, because you're pushing yourself from within. Now, I'm not saying it's not good for you to get in a circle of like-minded people and each one of you push each other, but do that. Push each other towards the things that you're already driving for yourself, not driving towards the things that you think people believe you ought to be, or the things that you thought you should be by this time in this age. Concentrate on just being who you are, because you are enough. And I love you just the way you are. If no one else tells you today that they love you, they appreciate you, I think that you're the most amazing person that I know. And right here at Heart Speak Warriors Forum, that's the only message I want you to have. If you don't get anything else from the videos that I put up, get that I love you and I appreciate you being here with us every single time you stop by. So guys, that's it. I know this was longer than normal. I usually try to get you in and out in 10 minutes, but I owed you a video forever. So this one's a little closer to 20 minutes. So it's double. But I'm also going to be putting up another video on Saturday, because I'm excited about starting to do the videos on Tuesdays and on Saturdays. I love you so much. I will see you guys on Saturday. I'm excited about what we got going on in 2020. I'm excited about the types of messages that I'll be putting out in 2020. And I'll be giving you guys little snippets. I'm going to start doing small reads from the book that I'm writing, because I'm totally ready to start sharing the story and getting you guys interested in potentially purchasing that book when it's published later this year. I love you guys so much. Thanks for stopping by, and I will definitely see you guys on Saturday. No skipping out anymore for my Tuesday and Saturday vids. I love you guys. And for those of you who do actually follow Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, I'll be popping back in on those. And Roderick and I are going to try to get back on schedule for our Saturdays. And I'll probably be popping into his Monday nights just to be worrisome and to say hi to you guys. Alrighty. I love you. Mwah! Welcome to 2020, guys.